Ah, there. Oh, you know what oh boy, that was a double screw up. All
That's
right,
okay.
so no, 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 because now I get it. Okay, I should have. All right, it was live, but I didn't hit the live. Okay, okay. There's a two-face. Oh, it's a learning process. All right, I'll start over again. Anyway, it's okay. This is Cousin Vinny on the Cousin Vinny Network here at the Crystal River Mall. Again, bringing you some updates as to all the fun and excitement that's going on here. And you know what? There is always something new happening, and it's a great place to come visit. Millie, what do you got?
Good afternoon. Um, Wanted to remind everybody the mall hours.
Yes,
Uh, the mall is open for business
yes,
uh,
ma'am.
Monday through Saturday. It's open 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And on Sunday, 12 noon to 5:30. The Hardwood Smokehouse and Just Amuse Me have extended hours. So
Mm-hmm.
they are open longer than the normal mall and
Right,
enter and go into those businesses individually.
right, right.
What I want to do today was just kind of highlight 10 of the businesses that are here in the mall
Mm-hmm.
and tell you a little bit about each one.
Yeah,
So
let's do it.
I want to start with Citrus Sports and Apparel.
Yeah,
A lot of people in town know Will Wilson. He's been around. He grew
yes.
up here. He went to high school here. He is very well known. His business was Best of the Best again. The Chronicle gives out the Best of the Best awards, and so he received that again this year for a screen printing shop and retail store. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
They also do embroidery and corporate sports apparel. So got a lot going on. You can go in and talk to Delisa, the girl in the front, and his right hand, and find out information about what he can do for you.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think, yeah, I'm not to interrupt. I think I need to go talk to him because some of the things I've been reading about podcasting and the networks, you got to have your logo. So I'm going to have them design something for the Cousin Vinny logo, featured at the Christopher Mall so we can have some.
right,
I don't really like t-shirt. I'm not a t-shirt guy, but I know they can come up with something that would look professional. And that's the whole point. They can
right.
go from the easy t-shirt, sportsy t-shirts to really nicer dressed
Oh yeah.
up. Yeah, and that's the diversity he has there, and people need to know that it's
Well,
not just
you
t-shirts.
can have a logo embroidered on like a golf shirt or something.
Right.
Like the shirts you like to wear, which are, the kind of shirts that they wear in Florida that are easy. They wash easy,
Yes.
so they can embroider on those. So it's
Yeah.
whatever you need to do. But
Yep.
I just wanted to let people know he's in here.
Yep.
Um, he has been in here for a number of years, and he is growing with us.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting. He went from 3 locations to this location. He's
Right.
able to do his whole business under one roof.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's really worked well for him, and we're happy to have him.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The
Okay.
next door I wanted to talk about was Georgia Meyer Books.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Some
The
exciting
bookstore,
news.
yeah, she's on the move to a new location in the mall,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to be moving to the front of the mall, so the front entrance.
Mm-hmm.
2 doors in when you come in the front of the entrance, across from Hardwood
Yes.
Smokehouse.
Yep.
And she is absolutely ecstatic about her new space. Lots more space for books.
More books.
And yeah, and it's all lit up. It looks beautiful. She should be set up and ready to operate today or tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
and in her new space. So very exciting for her. She This is her ninth bookstore, and
Wow.
she's really enjoying it. And for a lot of people who don't know, Georgia Meyer Books store is buy, sell, and trade. So these are gently used books. She's very
Mm-hmm.
particular about the books that she takes in. And a lot of them are like new. And she does also have some new on the
Mm-hmm.
shelves. She does have paperbacks. She has all kinds of stuff. So
Right.
she is buy, sell, and trade. So everybody stop in and say hi to her and congratulate her on her move. And the next door is let's talk about Hardwood Smokehouse.
Yeah. The barbecue. Yummy. Yummy.
Lucy, yeah. Rich Lucy, hard working. He's in there cooking, running the place. And they are open. They want everybody to know they're open for dine-in. They are socially distancing. I
Mhm.
noticed that they had some small groups in this week already.
Right.
So they're up and ready and willing to take customers in. His food is phenomenal, and for people who haven't had the barbecue, he gives you a huge portion.
Yes, he does.
People always walk out with leftovers, so
Yes. Yes.
it's very good and yummy.
Yummy.
He he does several things to promote people to get them in, but right now he has a cornhole event that runs on Sundays.
Hmm.
So it's like 1 o'clock to 7 p.m. and people are coming in for that, and it's cash prizes, so that's a lot of fun, and it's
Sure.
bringing some people in and generating some business. He's hustling, and
Yeah.
that's what you got to do in these times.
You got to adapt. You got to punt and just try a lot of different things that you would not normally do.
That's right. So the next store is Mark
Mark.
Yeah. Mark Halstead. He and his daughter Heather own highly favored antiques, collectibles, and more. And if any of you haven't been in to see his store already, it's fabulous. He has a big old horse carriage sitting out in front of his store. But he has some really cool stuff. I have taken advantage and bought several things. And my daughter was just in there and bought a few things for her new place. So, but he has a great eye, a very keen eye for the stuff that he's picking out. But he is also on the move in the mall. So he is moving into another location, taking 700 more additional square feet. Yeah.
Isn't that kind of neat that you had someone who started out with, okay,
Right.
I think I need this, and it worked
Right.
to a point where, you know what, I wish I had a couple of more feet of space to premiere my stuff. And that's what Miss Myers has done. And like you said, she has a brighter front location across from the barbecue place.
Right.
People will see it. And now with the antiques,
Yeah.
he can not, his place is not what you call cluttered. It's just jam packed with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he has a lot. And we've allowed him to come out into the mall and the location he's at. He will have his carriage sitting out in front of his store right at the mall entrance, but
Right.
he won't be bringing all of that stuff out into the mall. So I really haven't had that conversation with him yet, but he'll figure it out.
But it draws people there. They see the carriage, and that just draws you to it. And you go, "Wow, that's pretty cool." Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for both he and Georgia Myers. They're both moving in. They're going to be next door neighbors at the front.
Right.
But both of them have the same issue. It's getting people to be able to take large items or heavy items in and out.
Right.
So he does have people who buy things, and he has to get them out the door. Going out the front entrance will be easier for him.
Mm-hmm.
And for Georgia, there are people who trade bags of books and boxes of books. And they were telling her that it's a bit of a hustle to, go to where she was in front of the theater. So they're excited about that. So,
well, again, it shows you there that someone came here, saw the opportunity, built on it, and now go, we need a little more room. And guess what? Now that space is going to be available to someone who's thought about, I really want to look at the mall. Hey, this space may work for you. Look what it's done for others. You can incubate here. You can start here. You can grow here. And you've got opportunities to
And Vinny, that's one of the things that the mall has always done is you see opportunities come up, somebody moves out, and somebody moves in.
Yes.
Sometimes it's internally they make a shift. They've had their eye on that space, and when it comes to people, they talk to me about it. So it's not an even up trade. When these people move to bigger spaces, they pay more. So it's business, and they can see the value of it.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, absolutely.
So the next business that I'd like to talk about is Paint the Town Citrus.
Mm-hmm.
This is Dan and Diana Marsh and Dan Suhaver came in and started this business a few years ago. And they we're very hopeful that they were presenting something that Citrus County could really take advantage of. It's been a slow growth for them. They do
Right.
have a lot of people who come in and that are artists who like to share their artistic ability. They like to share their trade with other
Mm-hmm.
people, and they offer that. So you have the opportunity to go in and take a class with somebody who does pen and ink or who does
Right.
watercolor.
Right.
There are artists that will, for very little price, give you hands-on training. But you also can go in and just sit down. If
Mm-hmm.
you have an afternoon and you just want to take a break, it's raining outside, you want to take a break, come in, sit down. They will provide you with the supplies. You come in, sit down, and you can paint. And I did. I went in one day. I spent about 4 hours one afternoon.
Wow.
And it's just great. You don't think about anything except making this picture better and
Huh.
what you can do. So it's it's a nice release. It's a nice
Yeah.
release.
It's a diversion from everyday activities, and it's unexpected. Like you said, you sat there and you started. I don't doodle. I try. I can't even get stick people right. I suck.
But you have
It's
to
just,
see it. You have to see
huh?
what you're trying, Benny.
Yeah. I know.
But anyway, they have socially distanced, so they
Yeah.
have plenty of tables. They've got every other table set up, and they have the highwaymen come in and
Yes.
they take turns in coming in and doing classes. They do several very well-known classes, but people should drop by and get some information, especially if they have an interest.
Right.
They also have a phenomenal art gallery, so beautiful
Yes.
artwork in there.
Yeah.
It's one of
For
the
this.
best in the county.
Yeah. For this area, it's got tremendous art in there,
Right.
and you have to go to major cities to see a lot of this stuff, and that's
Right.
kind of unique having that caliber of quality art. And again, people don't sometimes realize that there are some hidden gems in here.
Yep.
You may be looking for a certain birthday gift or a surprise gift. It doesn't have to be $1,000 piece of art. You can find some trinket in there that someone artist made or painted, that would make someone go, wow, that is really cool. So
Yeah.
don't be intimidated because it's an art gallery. You can't walk in there. So
Right.
I shouldn't say, I feel okay going. I'm just not an artsy person, so I don't get excited about walking into a gallery. But some people, they're like flies to a fire. They're in there looking around. Oh, I can see this. And I'm going, I don't get it.
Lots of times, art's a very specific thing, and you look at it and you think, "Oh, wow, you know the place." But most of the time, especially on some of the art that is here in the mall, people have to see it and be able to go home and visualize where they're going to put it to see how
Right.
it fits.
Right.
Otherwise, it tugs at your heart, and it's a piece of artwork that just means something to you, and
Right.
and you want it.
Right.
So anyway, they're hanging in.
They do events, right? They do parties and stuff.
They do events, and people come in for classes, and they're fed, and
Right.
they give them their lunch or their dinner, and it's really a fun time. So a lot of
Okay.
people took advantage of it this summer and came in and just had fun. So that's they're doing what they can, but that's a place where you can just go and relax.
Right.
And we
Right.
have a bunch of that here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next store I want to talk about is Pro Nails Spa. Pro Nails
Yes.
Spa sits outside of Burl King and used to be outside of Sears. This is owned by Kim, and Kim has been in the mall at the Crystal River Mall for 15 years,
Wow.
2005. So Kim, as opposed to some of the other newer people, has seen the mall boom
Yeah.
and the mall come down.
Yes.
She's hung in. She's hung in, and she has been. She's renewed her lease with me, and she's been very patient. She has a clientele that have been with her for a long time.
Right.
They're a full-service nail salon,
Right.
and they do nails, mani pedi and wax.
Mm-hmm.
But the very interesting about Kim is when Rural King decided to close their gate, Kim shared with me through her sales that she lost 50% of her business
Wow.
immediately.
Wow.
She never gained it back. So what
Wow.
happened there, it's very interesting. A lot of people were coming to her salon, and their husbands were staying in Sears, looking at tools and things while she came in and got her toenails done.
Right.
Then Sears closed.
Right.
So then it was Rural King, or it was some other place. The other part of it is not just Rural King closing.
Right.
It's the major, J.C. Penney's and Belk and Kmart gone. So
Right.
there's no place for people to come in and shop while they're waiting for an appointment.
Gotcha.
And most people who go into salons, a lot of people make an appointment. Not
Right.
everybody does. Some they
Right.
just drop by and expect to get in.
Right.
Sometimes they have to wait 15 minutes to a half hour, and they don't want to just sit there. They can walk around, but they're looking for someplace to shop for clothing or things like that. That's
Right.
not here now. That kind of department store environment is not here. So that
Mhm.
greatly affected her too.
Right.
But again, she's very loyal and she has hung in. She's very supportive. Watching her go through the COVID
Yes.
experience was interesting. She was one of the first ones that said, I'm ready to open as soon as they say I can open. I have built my partitions. She safely put partitions between the tenants and the people they're working on, the customers and
Right.
the techs.
Right.
So, and she did that on her own. She, took care of it and made sure it was all done.
Right.
So I really admire her. I admire
Mhm.
her strength in hanging in. It's quite the story.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Again, she had a product that was nice. It wasn't a necessity, but people did come back as soon as she was ready to go. The
Right.
ladies were there, man. They couldn't wait any longer.
yeah.
But
Well, that men too. There's a lot of men that go in for pedicure.
yeah, I understand. I haven't tried it yet. I get these people say, "Go ahead and do it." I go, yeah, and just for some reason, it just doesn't work with me.
Oh no,
Yeah.
well, it's great.
But again, she has a business that people enjoy and
Right.
frequent, and that proves the point. 15 years. That's standing.
Oh yeah, no, she's a staple.
Yeah.
She's a staple here. So let's talk about RSVP Market.
Yes.
They're here now for let's see, they're into their third year, I think, and it's at least their second year, and
Mhm.
they are a unique gift shop with lots of neat, fun gifts. It's Linda and Terry are the primary owners of this gift shop,
Right.
and it's unique. They do different items that are handmade, and some are on consignment, and some are directly sold to them to sell. So,
Right.
but they also run the monthly indoor market. We still have the RSVP indoor market,
Mm-hmm.
and that is the second Saturday and Sunday of every month.
Mm-hmm.
In December, it's every weekend up into Christmas. So kind of coincides with Santa Claus.
Right.
But if you're looking for something that's just unique and different, or a special extra, you want to pick up something, a little something extra to give to somebody, this would be the place to stop by, because they have a little bit of everything.
Right.
They have all price ranges. Very, very unique stuff. The next store is See the Source. Now, I don't know how many people have paid attention to See the Source. This is Ben Davis and his daughter,
Mm-hmm.
Deja. They run this store. It is a skate shop, and they have a lot of inventory.
Mm-hmm.
There are skateboards that can be made to order. They can help do repairs on skateboards. They can help you put together a skateboard. They have all the materials, and you can put together your own, and they'll work with you on it. But they also have clothes, shoes, and really trendy T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're looking for that, the band T-shirt that you need to have, that you had when you were a teenager, they have it. So they have all kinds of really cool stuff. but people need to stop in and see what he has. School is here. People are
Right.
going back, but they carry the shoes that the kids want. So
Yeah.
it's all there. They have backpacks. And the backpacks are awesome. Very, very cool backpacks.
It's kind of like an old surf shop, back then when you had all the neat, eclectic items in there that you wouldn't find in a department store.
Right.
find
And a
those-
little interesting side note about Ben is a few years ago he came in and walked the mall and introduced himself to me, and he was from Pennsylvania, and he had 3 skate shops in 3 different malls in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
He was relocating, and he wanted this particular store that he's in. He wanted this space. At that time, Labels was going in,
Mhm.
so they were set up for that, and so that wasn't possible. But as soon as the space became available, he took it.
Yeah.
But it's funny how they do. They'll come in and wait for that certain space. But unique guy, knows the business. He wishes there was more business like all of the owners do. There's just not enough people coming in. We just need the people who are looking for certain things to come in and support them.
Right.
They have a lot of money in inventory, and
Right.
they need to sell it. And really, the last store, one of the ones that I want to talk about today is
Mhm.
TG Styles and
Mhm.
Spa. It's
Mhm.
a hair salon.
Yep.
I just had my hair cut today,
Mhm.
but they're full service hair salon. They do women's and men's and children's cuts. They do color, style. They do perms. I've seen them in there doing braiding, extensive braiding. They'll do extensions. I believe they do ear piercing if anybody's looking for that.
Mhm.
But they also do facials and microdermabrasion and some other stuff. So eyebrow work, eyelash work. So they've got a special spa for that sort of thing.
Mhm.
The neat story about TG Styles. When Regis Salon closed,
Yes.
the women, the primary base of that business were women, and they all lost their jobs, or they could
Yes.
transfer to another Regis somewhere else in the area,
Mhm.
not in this city. They went to work and started their own business called TG Styles. And the backer was Diana Marsh and Dan Sue Haber. And these girls put a business together and brought their clientele back in at just a different location with a different name in the mall. So
Right.
it's kind of a neat story. They were
Mhm.
trying to hold on to their clients and take care of their
Right.
clients, and
Right.
it gave them that ability.
Yeah. And again, that was improvising. The franchise left to the big brand. Those employees are allowed one or two choices. You're out of work, or like you said, go someplace else, or
Right.
get creative and go, you know what? We have a loyal customer base. We have a great product. Let's do it ourselves. And someone was willing to join efforts with them and put the
Right.
package together. And
Yeah.
here they are today. And
Right.
that's what it takes sometimes is you don't have to do it alone. There are other people who are like-minded who may want to join in with you and
Right.
participate and be part of that process.
Well, and I think what you see in the overall story of these 10 businesses in the mall is entrepreneurship,
Yes.
really a need and a want to be able to provide a service to the
Right.
community. Loyal base, all of
Yes.
them have a loyal base,
Yep.
and they're looking to expand that base. And a lot of them really like this community that they're in.
Right.
So it's really special,
Yep.
and I have enjoyed working with all of them, and will continue to enjoy working with them. And as we've talked in the past, Vinny, people, stores come and go.
Yes.
Our ownership is doing what they can to keep these people open and
Yes.
working, and we listen. We're here to listen, and we're here to work with them.
Do we have announcement about the theater?
The theater is definite opening is September 3rd.
Cool.
And they're moving forward. They've been getting daily deliveries of things, so we know that that's a permanent date. People, they will be only operating 5 of the 9 theaters each
Mhm.
day. and they will be running 3 shows in each day.
Mm-hmm.
The last movie will be out and done by 10. So
Okay.
they're right away, first thing, there won't be any late movies.
Right.
But they will,
So,
yeah, it's
you
good.
know, it'll gear back up, but yeah, they're taking baby steps, doing it correctly, making sure that everyone feels comfortable and gets people
Yeah.
back into the rhythm of things.
And I talked to the manager, and a lot of people don't know that everybody was furloughed across the nation for Rio, and each theater kept their managers at half part-time. So they were paid half pay and part-time hours, and they
Right.
needed to be in the theater for 20 hours a week, just to make sure that everything was okay.
Right. Right.
And to fulfill their contract with the landlords. But they're definitely ramping up, and what she was sharing with me is their cleaning procedures are extensive.
Mm-hmm.
They have to absolutely clean the place top to bottom between shows. Everything will be all by procedure. People will wear masks, be required to wear masks, just like
Right.
you are if you go to the grocery store,
Right.
and they'll be socially distancing in the theaters.
Okay.
So sounds to me like they got their act together, and
Excellent.
I'm real excited to have them back.
Okay.
Thanks for letting us share today, Vinny. I appreciated letting people know what's happening here. And
Yeah. It's part of the process we're going through. Everyone, it's all new ground. It's all new territory. We're all exploring it together at the same time.
well,
really-
and a lot of it, we just have to take a deep breath and
Yeah.
trust that things will get better, and
Yep.
rely on our ingenuity to make it happen.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you,
Well,
Vinny.
Thank you, Millie. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Well, you heard it. A lot of things are happening. A lot of things are changing. A lot of things are getting better. We are in a better position than we were 3-4 months ago. The mall is here. It's thriving. It's better than some of the others out there, believe me, that are totally gone and finished and bye-bye. So if you get a chance, come on out. Patronize the businesses here. They're open. And don't get discouraged if you get there and they're closed. I mean, remember, they all try to take one day a week. I mean, you're an individual sole proprietor with only maybe you and your spouse or your friend working the business. It's a lot of hours. So please don't be upset at them, or call ahead and say, hey, are you going to be open? We're going to be down here in a while. Just give them a heads up. Just give them that courtesy if you can do that. Anyway, so thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This is Cousin Vinny on the Cousin Vinny Network. And if you got any questions about doing podcasting or video casting like we do here at the mall, give me a call, 888-738-7381, or go to the Cousin Vinny Network on Facebook. And thanks for watching, and thank you for listening.